everyone, welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward. We're on the Phi route, apparently. I guess? I don't know.
I mean, maybe.
Last time, Phi and Sigma had a little back and forth in a little morphogenetic loophole there.
Yeah, a little betray-off. It was great.
Betray all the way. And they've sort of come to, like, a agreement, I guess?
Yeah, they got their spat behind them.
Yes.
Phi does have 9 BP right now, but she's decided to stick around.
Yes.
And she will be our pair in, or she, as part of a pair, is with us in the next door. So.
Yes.
But right now, we have more important things, which is finding the number 2 bomb before we have to go through the white doors.
Gotta find one more bomb. They're fucking bombs. Mm-hmm. Oh my god. And we know from very, very early on in one timeline, it definitely blows up.
Yep.
So
we've never experienced that. We've just seen it in a prophecy.
So it's quite possible that we ended a timeline and then that was one of the ones where the bombs exploded. Mm-hmm. And Sigma just did not experience it. Or we as the players didn't experience it. So.
I think it's more accurate that we as the players have not yet experienced it.
But anyway. So, let's follow Phi.
Here we go. We are off in search of a bomb, and hopefully nobody has died while we were chatting, because I did say last time that the worst case scenario is when somebody decides to have an important talk with you. That usually means somebody's dying somewhere.
Yep, sure does. And we split up, and splitting up is never good.
Yep, all of the above. These are every red flag is starting to be raised.
Yep, exactly. Like, we've been playing this game. We know how this game works.
Oh, they're gonna kill somebody.
Shit's gonna happen. The archives. Good place to hide a bomb. Now, where the hell do we start looking?
I doubt it really matters. If it's here, we'll find it eventually.
So what about that Jupiter stuff?
We can talk while we look. Now get started.
Okay.
I turned to a corner of the room and began to look while Phi spoke.
I'll start with a conclusion I've come to. Our consciousnesses seem to be able to jump through time.
There we go.
Sorry. Through time isn't really accurate. It's more like we move through worlds.
Worlds?
Yes. I don't mean physical planets in this case. Talking about a whole different universe, really. Parallel worlds.
What?
Do you know about the many worlds interpretation?
Well, kind of. I think I've heard of it once or twice.
Oh, well, I'll just explain it. Let's say... I don't care what it is, but could you move? Scratch your head, cross your arms, put your hands on your hips? Anything?
I had no idea what this was supposed to explain, but I did as she asked. Which one do you want to do?
Let's scratch your head, because we just...
Scratch.
Yeah.
You scratched your head just now, right? But you could have chosen to cross your arms or put your hands on your hips. Now, maybe there are other Sigmas in other worlds who did all of those things. All of these worlds and realities are branching off from one another. Mm-hmm. The choices you could have made branched off from the moment you decided what you were going to do just now. Every moment you make a decision, another universe branches off, on and on into infinity. Each of those branches is an alternate world. A world where a version of you did something different. Haven't you ever thought about what life would have been like if you'd made different choices? What if you'd gone to this high school instead of that one? What if you hadn't started a study group? What if you hadn't told that girl you liked her? What if? What if? But are those what ifs really just what ifs? Or are there other worlds out there where you did those things? Anyway, that's the many worlds interpretation in a nutshell. I've simplified it a lot. Mm-hmm. Doesn't have to be human actions, though. I just used your actions to make the explanation easier to grasp. The actions of a cat, the flight of a bee, the movement of a microorganism,
I thought she was
even fluctuations in air temperature.
It would have been really funny.
All these can change history.
If she said the flight of a butterfly, I would have been like, butterfly effect.
Yeah.
Yeah. But flight of a bee, sure, that works too.
I think she was deliberately avoiding specifically the butterfly effect.
Ah. Whoa. Hold on a second here. I'll let microorganisms slide, but there's no way that air is conscious of anything.
Can you say for sure that you are?
What?
All of your actions are caused by the cells in your brain. If we go down a little further, then you could say all of your actions are the result of atoms or electrons, or smaller particles we haven't even discovered yet. Are those atoms and electrons still you making a decision at that level? How different are you from the air? I'd say not much. Human existence is just one part of reality. Falling in love is like a tulip blossoming. A tulip blossoming is like a tornado forming in South America. See what I'm saying? The only thing that really matters is the action of the most elementary particles of matter. That's where history happens. That's where universes branch out.
That's so cool. I like the many worlds interpretation.
Hey, you stopped. Are you done with that shelf?
Oh, no, not yet.
Well, keep looking while I talk. How familiar are you with quantum physics? Never mind, don't answer that. I'll try and keep it simple for you. Let's see. Hey, hand me that box, will you?
This is new music. Oh, no, it's not. Just kidding. Haven't heard it in a while. This one? Sure. It's a puzzle box. That's funny.
I mean, that's always the case.
Yeah.
It's a pre-solved room, but it's still a puzzle room.
True, yeah.
Yeah. I handed the box I'd been examining over to her. She set it down on a desk and opened the top.
Also, Ah, there's a stuffed lion over there. Perfect. He's part of Felidae, too.
Sigma's finally gonna learn about Schrödinger's
so
cat.
good.
I'm so bummed. I'm so happy for him.
Fucking finally.
With that, she grabbed the lion and tossed it unceremoniously into the box. She also took a weight and an ink jar and put them in next to the lion.
All right, everything's ready.
Ready?
Remember that book in the crew quarters about Schrödinger's cat? It relates to all this stuff I've been talking about. Anyway, come look at the box.
What about looking for the...
This'll only take a minute. Now look.
I shrugged and peered into the box.
What do you see?
Well, there's a stuffed lion.
From now on, that's a cat. A living cat. This is important. Got it?
Yeah, it's a cat. Meow.
It's a cat meow.
It's a cat meow. Yeah.
Like now.
Like now. Yeah, I get
Oh,
it.
man.
All right.
This again?
Sorry. I can't help it.
I find that hard to believe. Ugh. Fine. Maybe I can just ignore it.
For what it's worth, I'm sorry.
All right.
God.
What else do you see?
A weight that's not even pawned. And a jar of ink.
Right.
God damn it.
Now, the weight is going to be radioactive material, and the jar of ink is full of poisonous gas.
What? I'm getting out of here. Oh my
Idiot. It's not really full of gas. This is just hypothetical. Imagine that it's full of gas. So, what's the weight?
God. Radioactive material.
And the jar of ink?
It's full of poison gas.
Exactly. Good work.
Oh my god.
Now, there's one other thing you need to know about the jar. If it's struck by any of the alpha particles the radioactive material emits, it'll break. These particles are emitted randomly, but there's a 50% chance that one of them will come into contact with the jar over the course of an hour. So let's close the lid. And pretend an hour has passed. Here's the question. Is the cat inside of the box alive or dead? You can't open the box to check. And you can't hit the box. Obviously, you can't shake it either. It's also been soundproofed, so the cat could be howling up a storm in there and you'd never know. Basically, you have no idea what's going on inside the box. Do you remember what happens if the alpha particles hit the jar?
It breaks, gas fills the box, the cat inhales it, and death will whisk her away.
That was my favorite
That was a
one
good
so
one.
far.
And what if the jar doesn't break?
The cat lives to tell the tale.
Haha. And what are the chances of either of those things happening?
About 50%.
Uh-huh. So, what's your answer? Is the cat alive or dead?
I can't personally know.
Then guess. It's not hard. Alive or dead?
The cat is dead. The cat is alive.
I like the cat is dead because that's your comic.
Yes. Yes, it is.
I mean, it doesn't matter what we say. It's dead.
Cat is dead.
Yeah.
The world is a harsh place for a cat.
God. I have a feeling the poor kitty's dead.
Nope, you're wrong.
It's alive?
That's wrong too.
Then what's the right answer?
The answer is that it's in a state where it is neither dead nor alive.
What? How does that make any sense?
It's an extrapolation of something we see at the atomic level. We don't know if an atom is spinning upward or downward until we measure it. Before it's measured, those two possibilities coexist. But as soon as the measurement is taken, obviously, only one possibility is the truth. That's what's happening with the alpha particles. Since we can't know when they were emitted or where, we only know the probability that they'll impact the jar. Because we can't observe anything that's happening in the box, that becomes the entire system. In other words, the box is like the atom. We don't know how the cat's life or death situation has resolved itself until we look at it. Until we do, it's just a bunch of possibilities. Do you get it? If the cat in the box is possibilities,
Then it's both alive and dead.
right, so let's open the lid. And when we do, all the possibilities will collapse into a single truth. Meow. What a relief, huh? Looks like the cat's alive. Anyway, that's Schrödinger's cat. The many worlds interpretation is one theory for explaining that weirdness.
So it took a long time for us to finally get an explanation in-game of
Yeah,
Schrödinger's
I mean, they
cat.
had the book floating around,
Yeah.
like, hey, this is what's happening.
That's
but
just
then
very
they're
funny.
like, you know, for everyone else, we should probably explain this.
Yeah, no, that was really good though, because like we've been operating this whole time, like slowly gaining this knowledge and gaining evidence, both Sigma and Phi, that like this many worlds interpretation, this Schrödinger's cat situation is happening like over and over.
But they can
again.
only acknowledge it after they acknowledge the fact that it's already happening, which is why we
Exactly.
only are getting it in this route.
Exactly.
Because in all the other routes, it was barely a theory.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So there's another world out there where this cat died?
Yeah, that's the idea. Looks like that cat tick of yours cleared up.
Yeah. Well, your story was pretty insane.
Insane?
You don't think so? Just the idea of something being alive and dead at the same time. And if the moment the lid opened determines whether or not the cat's dead, then it's almost like events in the future can determine the past. I mean, the cat doesn't die when you open the lid, so it must have already been dead.
Exactly. You've experienced it, haven't you?
What on earth are you talking about?
Think back. Remember round 2 of the AB game?
Yes.
When you chose Betray, what was my vote?
Ally.
But what happened this time?
I chose Ally, and you chose Betray.
Right. And both times, I put in my vote a full minute before the deadline. When did you push the button?
Right before the deadline.
I see. Well, that makes this a little easier to explain. If you chose Betray, then my vote was Ally. If you chose Ally, then my vote was Betray. But I made my choices a whole minute before you made yours. Don't you think that's strange? You do see what I'm saying, don't you?
It's because she already had the information. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then my choice in the future.
Well, but it's more this. It's
Yeah.
not that she already had the information.
well,
it's
is
that
this, yeah.
they're once again trying to hammer home that the future changes the past.
Yes.
It has nothing to do with who has information when and
Well,
where. It's
yeah.
about an action in the future can retroactively make something true in the past.
Yes.
Yeah.
That my choice in the future altered your action in the past.
Yeah. From your perspective, there's no other way to interpret it.
Now that I thought about it, round 1 had been the same. When I'd chosen Ally, Alice had chosen Betray.
Yep.
And when I chose Betray, she'd done the opposite.
Yep.
Look at this die. I found it over there. Let me give you one last example.
As she spoke, she tossed the die into the box and quickly shut the lid.
All right. Answer this question. What number is the die on?
Shit, it doesn't matter. Just pick that 5. It's not 5, is it?
Okay. I'm going to open the lid. Good job. You got it right.
That was just a fluke.
Was it?
Huh?
Let's think about what was going on before I opened the lid. What number was the die on?
5, of course.
Haven't you been paying attention? The die is still a collection of atoms, isn't it? I don't think you can reasonably suggest that it was made of some different kind of matter.
Wait, so you're saying that before you open the lid, the die was on all of the numbers?
Uh-huh. That's one way to look at it, at least.
And then, when you open the lid, it was just one number.
Or it might have become that number when you declared which one it was.
Huh? Wait, what do you mean?
Your choice in the future has an effect on the past.
That's crazy.
For what it's worth, this is the hardest concept in the game to grasp
Anyway,
because
yeah.
it's
That's
the
all I
most
wanted
out
to
there,
say.
which is why I get why they have to hammer it
They're
home.
really
Like,
driving it
They're like,
home.
well, because even you were saying it's because she knew, and what Fi's saying is like, no, that's not it. It's that the future changes the past. It's not about who knows what when. It's not about all these determining factors. There's no cause and effect.
I see, it doesn't
it's
even
the
matter.
future changes the past,
Yeah.
period.
Okay.
So that's why they're doing it. Is they're like, look, you really have to grasp
No,
this.
it makes sense because
Yeah.
like I was grasping it only like 90%. Yeah.
Well,
So-
you were reaching a different conclusion.
Oh, that's fair,
So
yeah.
that's why they're like, nope, wrong
No.
conclusion.
Future changes
Back
the past.
up, yes.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't even matter whether she has the information or
Yeah.
not. Yeah.
So, I get why they're
Whoa.
doing it. It's fine.
Yeah,
the game is
game.
fine.
We got
Barely
a little
being held
off
together.
topic there, but I think I made my point. Reality separates off into an infinite number of branches for each and every possibility. You and I seem to be able to jump from branch to branch. Of course, our bodies aren't doing the jumping. Our consciousnesses just sort of dive into other versions of ourselves in other worlds.
Whoa. I think I get it now. That's how you knew my name, right? You jumped in from another world. That's how you knew all those other things you shouldn't have known.
Yeah, that's the best I can figure out, at least. Unfortunately, it seems like we don't retain all our memories when we jump. Maybe we only remember particularly important things. I'm not sure how it works, but whatever the reason, it seems to be fairly limited. And often, we don't seem to remember jumping at all. Things will just sort of pop up.
That's why when someone asks us how we know X, all we can think of to say is just, I just knew.
Yeah.
What's causing this then? I don't remember ever doing this before, so why would it start now?
If we knew that, I don't think we'd be having so much trouble. It's just,
Just what?
well, I'm pretty sure it has to do with why we're locked up in here. There's no way this doesn't have something to do with whatever Zero Senior's trying to do. Why would he have left that Schrödinger's cat book in the crew quarters?
You aren't kidding, are you? Maybe this is some sort of huge Schrödinger's cat experiment. And all 9 of us are locked up inside the box right now.
And what if you've got it backwards?
Backwards?
We're outside of the box, and the rest of the world is inside.
And the moment we step out of this place...
Yeah, we might be determining the history of the world outside.
Ah, boy.
That's
Well,
heavy.
then, there it is. Then that's like... Even if... Fuck. Damn it. So,
No,
like...
that hasn't solved any of the
No, it
outline.
hasn't solved anything, but I guess it's like even if like we're in the future right now, if the future influences the past and we're in here to try and stop Radical 6, then we're in here to try and stop Radical 6 from happening in the past in some way.
Again, totally possible, but we do have to ask why Alice was abducted before she could raid Myrmidon, and
yes,
why
there's
all these people
still
were taken
questions.
before the Radical 6 outbreak even happened.
Right, which I can only guess is that Myrmidon got wind that this was going to happen.
So this is Myrmidon's actions?
No, I honestly think it might be a combination of the two. I think it might be Myrmidon and whatever's opposing Myrmidon right now acting sort of
But why would...
simultaneously or like in response to each other.
But if Myrmidon abducted Alice and them, why are they here?
Oh, yeah, right. Shit. Yeah, then why would Myrmidon set this up? Like...
I'm just saying we don't have
any evidence.
Yes.
Yeah, we don't have any evidence.
We have
that...
a really solid direction, but we're missing a lot of information.
Yeah, and we don't know if Zero Senior is part of Myrmidon or Free the Soul or some other party. Yeah. So fuck.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating, and it's even more frustrating that Phi and Sigma both are like, we're not remembering everything. Like,
yeah,
we know that there's.
Well, we've observed
more.
that. Like,
yes.
It's frustrating to us as players sometimes when we're like, Sigma, come on, you know this.
I know,
but like, it's not his fault.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Also,
for what it's worth, Phi has been wrong multiple times before.
That's true.
So while she clearly is the authority right now,
it's
worth it to take what she's saying sometimes with a grain of salt.
Yeah.
Not always, but sometimes.
Yeah.
I had 1,000 other questions, but before I could open my mouth to ask them, did someone die?
Someone's dead.
Someone dead?
Oh, good.
Yeah.
There you are.
Yeah.
Did something happen? Yes, we found it.
Oh, you found the second bomb.
Found what?
What do you mean, what? What else could we find? The bomb! The other antimatter bomb. The number 2 bomb is in the control room.
So this is the first time we found all 3 bombs.
Holy shit, alright.
And it's in the control room where we were. Right next to the antimatter.
Oh my god.
That's bad. That's really bad. If it blows up here, then
like
it blows
then
up
it
so
blows
much
up
bigger.
Everything.
Mm-hmm.
Is this it?
Yeah. This is one of them, all right.
It definitely wasn't in here whenever we were in here before.
Yeah.
As far as we can tell. And it's the number 2, apparently. Wasn't the number 2 in a different location?
Yep.
Okay.
But in a different timeline.
It's a different timeline. It's moved around. Okay.
Yeah, but it was in the labs then. And the
That's
labs
true.
aren't available right now.
That's
so,
true. Right.
You
Yeah.
know?
Makes sense.
No. There could be more. Like Kay said, there might be a number 4 bomb out there. We have no way to know.
Oh, jeez. Did you tell anyone else about this, Clover?
Well, not really. But, I wasn't the first person to find it. Who was? Kay and Luna. After they found it, they came to the infirmary and told the rest of us.
Who was in the infirmary?
Everyone. Tenmyoji and Dio were there. So were Alice and Quark, of course. Although they were still asleep. So everyone who wasn't asleep knows about the bomb. I see.
What baffles me, I'm just gonna say this out loud, what is incredible to me is that Phi doesn't have like a full-time patrol at the moment. Because she could at any moment just decide to leave.
Yeah, that's true.
She was about to leave.
Yeah.
We intercepted her with Latin and she stopped.
I can't believe that the rest of the group is just like, okay.
Yeah, like they knocked Sigma out and he died somewhere.
I guess like their reasoning is like if we were able to talk her down, like, and she's decided to stay, that they can trust her now.
Totally,
Yeah.
but also I feel like she should be handcuffed to a wall or something.
Yeah,
like,
right.
Just, you know.
Yeah, she followed us. Like we weren't even following her.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, it is incredible to me how much leeway she's being given.
True. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. There's nobody else here though. Where'd they all go?
Right after we came here to look at the bomb, they all left. They were going to go look for you two.
What about Alice and Quark?
They're the same, still sleeping. We checked them out just to be sure, but they seemed fine.
That's good.
Phi and I looked at one another and let out a small sigh of relief.
Oh, right. I checked everybody's bracelets when we were in the infirmary. Did you want to know what they were?
Yes, please.
Yeah, sure. Yes, please. Tell us.
It took her only a moment to explain. Alice was the green solo,
Okay.
and Quark was a blue solo.
Alright, well that's easy enough, I guess.
Dio's bracelet made him a yellow pair. Tenmyoji! And
Yeah.
Tenmyoji was a cyan pair. The dream team! Phi, Tenmyoji, and Sigma!
Yes! Perfect! So, what are our options for groups?
The next set of doors to open are going to be the white doors. That means we'll have to mix our colors so that we get white.
Yes.
Phi laid out what that would mean.
Yep.
Yes, we know
Fine
this.
to the OG, with her with me. Yep, yes.
Huh? There's only one option? Yeah. Any other combinations don't make white.
What about Alice and Quark? Luna said it's going to be a while until they wake up.
We'll just have to carry them. The secondary doors won't open without 3 bracelets, and if we can't open them...
Yeah, we'll get penalized.
Exactly.
Don't worry about Alice. I'm on her team.
Are you saying you can carry her?
Yeah, well, I can get Luna to help me.
True, I'm sure she'd be happy to help.
What about Quark?
He's on Kay's team. There shouldn't be any issues there.
I love how Cage is being super strong.
Yeah.
He's just sort of casually like, he's a robot. Of course he's super strong. He's got this.
Well, we still need to figure out what we're doing. Blah, blah. Well, we still need to figure out what we're going to do about this bomb. Alice said we should be safe as long as it's not triggered with the remote.
Maybe, but we can't just leave them here forever. I mean, if they go off, then everything in like a couple 100 kilometers is gonna get fried.
Wait, a couple 100 kilometers? What are you talking about? That bomb should only have about as much explosive power as a ton of TNT. Which is nothing to sniff at, but that's nowhere near the kind of yield you're talking about.
It could be. What if these bombs are just like the detonator?
Oh. You mean there might be a bunch more anti-hydrogen around here somewhere?
It's almost like it's in this room.
Yeah, like here.
Yeah.
Yep, right over there.
The reactor.
Yeah. There are supposed to only be 18 antimatter reactors in the whole world.
Ooh.
If that's one of them, then there's a lot of anti-hydrogen.
How much is a lot?
3.5 kilograms.
Whoa. 3.5 kilograms? 3.5? That's like 10,000 times more than Alice's 350 milligrams.
If there really is that much, and if it does explode,
Then we would be looking at an explosion roughly 10,000 times more powerful than the bomb dropped on Hiroshima.
No. That's insane.
Unfortunate.
Man.
Wait, Clover, how did you know that?
know what?
That stuff about antimatter reactors.
Well, that's, during my training, they,
Training for what?
my job?
Ah, of course. I didn't realize waiters these days needed to memorize how many operational antimatter reactors there were worldwide, or how much fuel each one of those reactors might be storing. You don't work at a cafe, do you?
Did you hear about that from Alice?
Yeah.
Oh. Well, she's right then.
And why are you using antimatter reactors at a cafe?
That's, what we call the coffee machines.
Oh my god. What? Are you fucking with me?
I'm telling you the truth. I work at a cafe. It just might, be a kind of fake job to divert attention. They think they call it a cover.
Oh, Clover.
What?
Then what's your real job?
I'm sorry. I really can't tell you anything else.
Why not?
It's classified.
Classified by who?
The government?
The government?
Oh my god. That's right. Alice said it was her job to eliminate enemies of the state or something. So you two do work together.
Oh no! Check your bracelets. How much time do we have left?
What are you talking about?
How long until the doors open? Come on, quickly!
Ah, shit.
Oh, we missed
Damn.
our hour.
We were supposed to have met up 5 minutes ago.
I'm heading back then. Remember, we're supposed to meet at the infirmary. You guys hurry back, okay? Bye!
What?
Come with us!
No, fuck that!
Where are you going?
Hey, you haven't... Damn it.
Can't we just walk with,
Yeah,
walk
come
with
on.
her?
Yeah.
Use your legs.
And she's gone. Fine. She's right, you know. We need to get going.
Hold on. I need to check something really quick.
What? Infirmary. Yeah, what? How we get...
Oh, there you are. You're late. What were you doing?
We're missing info now. We missed a scene.
Yeah, wait, what? What just happened?
I think they're hiding info from the players, what's happening right now.
Yeah, that was weird. What the fuck just happened?
I think they're just hiding information from us.
Oh, like,
yeah, we'll
like
find it out
Fi
later.
did something
Yeah.
and they just didn't reveal it.
Yeah.
I see.
We'll figure it out later.
Okay.
Nothing.
When we arrived, everyone else was already back.
Hello, everyone.
CDO is back on his feet.
Yep.
Quark and Alice hadn't left, of course.
I wonder what he has to say about being kicked repeatedly by by Junpei.
They were both sleeping soundly. Any traces of madness we'd seen earlier long gone.
That's good, at least.
Clover told us. You've seen the bomb in the control room.
Yeah, with our own eyes.
So what the hell should we do? That makes 3 bombs.
Well, we have to do something. They're bombs, for God's sake.
There's a quick and simple solution.
Really?
Remember what Alice said?
There should be an emergency deactivation password. If you enter that password, the device should, well, deactivate. You see it? If we can find the password input device, we just connect it here. Then we can enter the password.
We have that shit! Or we had that shit.
So, if we have the password, we can deactivate them?
Whoa, hold on a
What
second.
timeline are we in? Oh!
We have
Do we have the thing?
we have the BlackBerry. Is
Okay.
What you're
Yes, that's what I
describing,
mean.
right?
Yeah.
That's great and all, but we need that password input device she was talking about.
don't know the
Without
password,
that,
though.
we're still boned even if we did have
We
the
know
password.
a password, but not the other 2.
A password?
Yeah, we know the password for the first bomb.
Where did that one come from?
From 0. Remember?
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Yep, he sure did give it to us.
Yeah.
Not a problem. We've resolved that issue.
Huh?
Show them.
Yes.
I nodded and pulled it out of my pocket.
This thing!
That was in the safe in the control room.
Exactly. We didn't have any idea what it was at first, but Fi figured it out. After Clover left, we tested it. Oh!
Turned out I was right.
That's why
it fit
I jumped.
perfectly.
Yeah, okay. Couldn't get it to do anything, though. We plugged in a couple random characters, but all we got was an error.
Still, I'm sure this is the thing Alice was talking about. We just didn't have the right password.
But why was it in the control room?
Do you think Zero Senior put it here for us?
That would suggest it was also Zero Senior who set up the bombs.
Doesn't that seem odd, though? Zero Senior wants us to play the nonary game, right? So why would he set bombs?
Maybe he wants to blow this whole place up if someone commits some crazy violation of the rules?
That doesn't make sense. Our bracelets already have poison in them. If someone breaks a rule, all he has to do is activate their bracelet.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, that's what I've been thinking from the start. Why the fuck are there bombs here?
Well, and
Like-
there also are not bombs in any other timeline.
Yeah, it's only this one. But
It's
we
only
got
the
the
rightmost
answer
branch.
to we got the answer to the one password from way over timeline.
That is true.
Yeah.
But there were no bombs there, so
true.
yeah.
Weird. Weird.
Well, whatever the case is, there's one thing we can be sure of. The person who set these bombs is one of us. Whether or not that person is also Zero Senior isn't particularly relevant at the moment. But what is relevant is that they know the deactivation password. If we can figure out who that person is and question them.
We can get the password and turn the bombs off.
Exactly. That would be my quick and easy method. So fess up. Which one of you set the bombs?
Yeah, that's gonna work.
Yeah, right. It was me. Everyone.
Not that I expect you to do that. So, we're going to be checking everyone.
Checking us.
Yes, once they're set, the bombs are controlled by a remote. It stands to reason that whoever set them has that remote.
So you're gonna search us for it?
Yes,
But
no buts. If you refuse, that implicates you. Do what I say and you'll be fine, assuming you are actually innocent. Understand? No reason to wait. Let's get started.
Damn.
Anyone want to volunteer to go first? No? All right. Let's see.
How are you gonna search K?
Yeah, how are you gonna do any of this? Oh my god. I mean, you could search the people passed out.
Yeah, that's easier.
Yeah. Wait.
Huh?
You only need to search one person.
What? Why?
Because I figured out who did it. I know who did it.
The words were out of my mouth before I'd even realized I was saying them.
What?
How can you... There's no way.
Yeah.
I met Phi's gaze and nodded, then turned away.
I know who set the bombs. That person... That person, you did it.
The room was suddenly silent.
The finger.
No, objection!
Yeah.
Unfortunately, we don't have that information, so... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, we saw that coming.
Yeah.
But that was a lot of progress, and that means there's an entire route where both Phi and Sigma are on the same page and are actively choosing to utilize the information that they have.
Shit, this
which
is
is
so
a big step in the right
good.
direction.
So look at that. We've got a blocker here. Okay, yeah. Wait a minute. We unlocked something. Oh no, that we already solved that
we
question
did
mark.
it.
Yeah.
Here's the
and now we've got a
blocker.
blocker.
Yeah.
Which is going to reveal another path, probably. Yeah. Holy shit. Oh, I was so excited and nervous. I'm like, how's he fucking know? I'm like, oh wait, we don't actually know.
But he did it because he knew that in some timeline he probably would figure it out. And he's like, okay, here we go. I'm sure it'll come to me in the moment.
One of myselves is going to know this! Yeah.
So now we are once more at the situation where we have a bunch of locks, which is good, but we don't really know where to go to unlock them. So we have, how do we save ourselves is this lock.
Yes.
We have, we need, oh fuck, what is this?
I don't remember.
This is,
what did we get there? Wait, click on it. It'll tell you.
This is, you betray, will it?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
What is the
long string of numbers? Okay, long string of, okay, we have what will save us. Long string of numbers. We have who planted the bombs.
We've got any more blockers?
I think that's it. Oh, and also what's the username and password?
Why is that not blocked?
Because it's different.
That's
my full answer. It's different.
Weird.
Yep. So where do you want to go now?
Oh shit. I think I might want to jump over to the middle tree. Top of the middle tree.
Here?
And betray.
You want to betray Tenmyoji?
No, I don't, but we have to do it. Like,
you would betray Tenmyoji.
That's fine. Let's go. We'll go betray Luna.
I'm kidding. I don't want to betray Luna.
See? This is why we did all ally. All ally.
All ally all the time.
All ally
no,
all the
that's
time.
Fair.
Now we gotta betray all the way, except for this one.
Well, we have, this is the ally.
Yeah.
Well, this is an ally. This is pick the green
pick
door.
A door. Yeah, that's right.
So this is go the green door, do this.
Yeah.
And also go in the blue door or red door.
Can you go down a little bit? Okay. Is there gonna... There will be other opportunities for us to potentially ally again.
Sure.
Like there.
This is an ally.
Yeah.
And
so's
hypothetically,
that
this is an ally.
Yeah. And so's that other one over there. Yeah.
Ally.
We still gotta get them. But we gotta break some hearts to get there.
Yeah,
so
that's true.
I think next time we will pick one of these, maybe one of these top two routes, and we'll decide who to betray.
That makes sense to me.
See where that takes us.
All right. In that case, we'll see you next time, folks.
Bye.
Thank you.